Here's astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson's take on Einstein's most revolutionary idea. So what is the most important equation in physics? There are a lot of candidates. Isaac Newton's equations of motion. They describe how the solar system formed and how galaxies rotate. Einstein's equivalence principle, E equals mc squared, relates mass and energy, tells us how stars shine and black holes grow. Schrödinger's equation in quantum mechanics. That's the one that made Richard Feynman throw his hands up in the air and proclaim, "I never understood that equation." That's because it's so fundamental to our understanding of the subatomic world. But for sheer audacious creativity, nothing beats this, the cosmological principle. This is Einstein's best-known equation. It tells us that the universe is expanding, but it took decades for that realization to sink in. Like many great works of art, its full meaning and impact were not immediately apparent. In 1917, Einstein was trying to make sense of a static universe. Back then, it was a mystery how all the stars and stuff in the night sky could possibly be in motion. If everything is moving, shouldn't everything eventually come crashing down to Earth? Or if it moves, shouldn't it fly off into outer space? Einstein wanted a universe that was both dynamic and eternal. So he added this constant, the cosmological constant, so that it would push everything apart with the same strength that gravity pulls it together. Voila, a static universe, no beginning, no end. Physicists loved it, astronomers hated it. That's because, in 1929, Edwin Hubble discovered that galaxies are moving away from us, and the farther away they are, the faster they recede. In other words, the universe is expanding. Einstein's static universe didn't fit with what astronomers were actually seeing. He called his mistake his biggest blunder. But like all great blunders, someone else's blunder turned out to be someone else's opportunity. That someone was Georges Lemaitre, a Catholic priest and a physicist who realized that if Einstein's universe was expanding, it could also have had a beginning. With that insight, Lemaitre became the father of the Big Bang. And just like that, Einstein went from being the world's greatest physicist to being the second best, all because he couldn't do math. At least that's the story. Now you know it. You can impress your friends. They'll thank you for it. We do all sorts of videos. We've got a series called Great Moments in Physics, where we tell the stories behind the biggest breakthroughs in physics from Newton to now. There's a link below. Check it out.